to my channel, guys. Please make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Guys, today I'm going to talk about something so real in my life that happened. It actually has to do with my previous addiction and dealing with my pregnancy with my second born. If I get a little emotional, it's not any shame or anything like that, guys. It's just because God's grace. Like, for real, God's grace. On that note, I had Kingston on May 17th, 2016. And I was in active addiction. I was really in denial that I really had an issue, even though being pregnant, like, I was just in denial, you know? Being in denial with yourself is such a terrible, terrible place to be. And I know I probably will get some backlash for this, but I don't think that it's talked about enough, and it is still happening in the world right now as I speak. So I want to bring awareness to it, and I want to share my story, because maybe it will help somebody get help, save a life, and just bring awareness to the situation that happens with dealing with addiction, or dealing with anybody that is dealing with anything that goes through pregnancy. I'm hoping that you guys can relate. So on that note, I went to my checkup as normal. Like I said, I was in active addiction, and I went in, and the nurses took my blood pressure, and she was like, oh my goodness, I'll be right back. She ran and got the doctor, came back. The doctor was like, let's get an ultrasound. So we went to the ultrasound room. Still the doctor not saying anything. And by the way, my doctor did not know. Like, I never said to him of my drug use or anything like that. So we get the ultrasound, and he's like, I need you to go over to Women and Children's right now. You're about to have your baby. So I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm freaking out. Like, I know what I've been doing, but I'm not sure if that was the cause. Like I said, I was in denial, or, you know, what to really think at this point. So I was walking down the hall, leaving the doctor's office. I called my mom, was like, meet me at Women and Children's. I'm about to have this baby. So after I got off the phone with my mom, I called my significant other, Shane, and I was like, babe, I don't know what's really going on. The doctor told me to go to the hospital. I'm about to have the baby. So again, Shane didn't know at this time that I was using either. Like, I was doing it behind closed doors. So we get to the hospital. I get to the hospital. My mom gets there first. Shane's right there behind me. The nurses come in, and she's like, oh my gosh, your blood pressure is so high, skyrocketing. You are at stroke level. We have to get the baby out. Well, at this time, they start getting me prepped to induce me. So still this whole time, like, I'm in la la land thinking everything is gonna be cool and everything like that. But I'm really scared because I'm only 34 weeks. Like, I'm only 34 weeks. It's not time for the baby to come out. So I am legit freaking out. All my family is there. I fell asleep. I woke up, and it was time to push. I pushed out, and when he first came out, like, I didn't hear the initial cry from, like, my firstborn. So I remember praying, like, please cry, like, come on, like, why am I not hearing him cry? I'm probably like 5 or 6 seconds, something like that, I heard his cry. And I didn't realize at the time, but I was saying it out loud, like, please cry, please cry. So by the time you know, his cry came out, like, everybody had tears in their eyes, because I was so scared. Like, I'm only 34 weeks. After he cried, the nurses just showed me to him for a second, and then they were off to the NICU. Like, the NICU nurses were already there, already prepped and waiting for him. And Shane followed them out, and I could not leave or get up because I had been on magnesium sulfate to get my blood pressure down. So I didn't get to see him for a whole nother almost 15, 16 hours. But he was in the NICU, and everything so far was great. And he was born at 3 pounds. You could literally hold him in your hand. So still I'm not knowing anything, you know, the nurses, like, they're like, guys, like, there was no judgment for the nurses at all. Like, they knew what was going on. I still had no idea what was really going on, but there was no judgment from them at all, not even from my doctor. Like, the nurses, like, still never said anything, like, never gave me nasty looks, anything. So the next day, the doctor comes in, and he comes in and he's like, hey, there was marijuana and oxycodone in your system. The oxycodone made your blood pressure skyrocket, and this is what we had to get the baby out. Right now, the baby is doing great. And God's grace, y'all. And then he said, and there is no trace of oxycodone or marijuana in your baby system. So there won't be, there's not going to be a chemical endangerment charge or anything, but CPS has been called and they will be up here. My world, like, shattered. Like, not because of anything, because now my secret was out, and the doctor, like, asked where Shane was. I was like, he's in the shower. He told Shane to come out the shower, and then told him himself what was going on. I'm thinking at this point, oh my God, I am about to lose Shane. I am finna lose my family. Like, he's not gonna be with me. Like, this is just gonna go so left. He looked at me like it was a little bit of disappointment, but it was more of a concern of like, baby, what's wrong? Like, what's going on, you know? And that's how I really knew he loved me, because it wasn't like, how could you do this to us? And what were you thinking? It was more like, why didn't I know? And why did you have to hide it from me? And what could I do to help? And has it been me? And, you know, just caring, just loving, just there. And then I had to tell my mom what was going on. And even with her, like, it was a disappointment, like, you know, but it was, she kind of knew in the back of her head, because moms have those intuitions, you know, but it was still like love. Even from Shane's mom, it was like love, right? Even my dad, like, love, like, we're gonna get you help you need, we're gonna be here, let's see what's gonna go on with this DHR stuff. So the DHR came in. At first I had an attitude like, you think you're gonna take my baby from me type thing, like, you've got another thing coming. But like, the Lord really humbled me in that moment, you know? And she let me know, I'm not here to take your child from here. I'm here to make sure your child is safe and your oldest is safe. But hey, I gotta get you on a safety plan to make sure that the kids are in a safe space, in a safe zone. So we got on a safety plan with Shane, my mom, my dad, and Shane's mom. And from there, when the safety plan came, at first, like, I didn't realize it was gonna affect Carter. Like, Carter was, you know, like, I had been raising him, me and Shane had been in this together, and she was like, hey, you have to be supervised with people on the safety plan from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. and you cannot stay the night. And you have to do these classes, and you have to do this therapy and all this stuff, right? So it was heartbreaking for me, like, so heartbreaking. Like, you mean I can't stay the night with my newborn baby? You know, I have to be supervised. Like, and it didn't just affect me, it affected everybody around me. And I was just lost, right? So that night at the hospital, wait a minute. So after the DHR lady came, I went and got to go see King. And King, after the DHR lady left, I got to go see Kingston. And Kingston was in an incubator, and he was doing really, really well. And I just looked at him, and, you know, I was just like, wow, like, Lexi, like, this is real, you know? Like, you could have killed you and your baby. Like, is it worth it, you know? And that night, everybody left the hospital, and I was there that night by myself. And I had God just came and he spoke to me, you know, and he was like, whatever's done in the dark is gonna come out. Like, you can't run from me. You can't run from this. You're gonna have to face it. You're gonna have to take responsibility. Like, I have spared you. I could have killed you. I could have took you out, and I could have took your baby out. But I have spared you, and I have spared you for a purpose. sorry. And that just really humbled me. Like, it let me know that, like, I was somebody, and I had now 2 people depending on me, and I had to be here, and I had to work this thing out, and I had to give my faith and my trust to him, and like, I just can't run anymore. Like, you know, like, no matter how far you run, like, God is going to get you. He's gonna grab you up out of the situation. And during this, like, I could do nothing but lean on him because, and my family, because, like, I couldn't have gone through this, like, by myself. Like, y'all don't understand. Like, it was so hard. It was like one of the hardest things I had to do was face myself and face my decisions and face what I had done. You know, so I got in therapy. I had to take random drug tests. I had to go by the safety plan. And, like, I couldn't be mad, y'all, at anybody but myself. But I had to face me and why I was doing this and why I needed the drugs. And, you know, like, how it affected everyone around me and no longer just affected me. And the reason I share this story, guys, is because, like, it's happening. Like, I deal with women every day that are dealing with CPS or dealing with, you know, drugs in their home or had an issue with pregnancy. And I don't think that it is talked about enough. Like, guys, like, speak up to your doctor. If you have that doctor that is judgmental, find another doctor. Because, like, I got through it, you know? And like I said, I got through it, but it was my family, it was my friends, it was God, it was all the love that I felt around me. It was me finally coming to terms with what I had going on with me, and I could no longer point the finger. I could no longer hide. And guys, Kingston came out with no issues at all. My baby is a healthy baby. Is running around. He's 3 years old now and about to be 4, you know. And I wish, you know, I'm glad that it happened because I had to face me, guys. But please speak up and say something. There are medications now that they can help you out through this. There are ways to safely detox while pregnant. Don't be shamed about it, because I'm telling you, you can't hide from this. They know. If you're going to the doctor right now and you're using and you think your doctor don't know because he hasn't said anything, your doctor knows. And what you don't want to happen is you not speak up and you don't have family and friends that can help you with the safety plan, and you don't get the help you need and your children go off to foster care. See, it was different for me because I had family and friends that could help, so I was able to get on a safety plan and my children still be in the home and not like everything be taken away from them. So please speak up. Please get the help that you need. Like, I'm telling y'all this from my experience. I don't care what nobody says about me. I don't care how anybody judges me, because God got me through. And there is nothing anybody can say to me about it. So please talk to your doctor. Spread this, share this. Like, this is real. Addiction and pregnancy is real. It happens every day. Your journey, and you can either be a victim of your story or you can turn your mess into a message. And I'm gonna turn my mess into a message, and I'm gonna save one, and I'm gonna teach one. And guys, I'm still in therapy, you know, like I still deal with women every day and go to group, you know, to keep my sober lifestyle, guys. And I have my kids back. I have my family back. Like, I'm the best I've ever been. So I'm begging you to get help. I am the proof. I'm trying to tell y'all, this thing is real, okay? So please, I will put the hotline at the bottom of this, at the bottom of the video. Guys, please get the help you need. Please seek out and DM me, message me. I will help you with resources, whatever I can do, because this thing is real. I just thank y'all for watching this video. Again, like I said, these tears that I cry are tears of thankfulness, are tears of God seeing me, of tears of my family loving me, of my friends loving me, guys. If they judge you, they are not for you, because a real friend, a real family member is going to pick you up when you can no longer move and carry you through it. And that is what happened to me. I'm going to tell you something else too. CPS is not here to take away your kids. They look out for the safety of their kids, but they want to give your kids back to you. So don't have a chip on your shoulder. Like, if they're involved, it's because of something that you have done, you know, or something that somebody sees. So seek out and get the help that you need, because when you give birth, it's going to come out anyway. So go ahead and get a front of the problem. If you don't think you're having a problem, if you're using drugs while pregnant, you have a issue. It's okay. Get the help that you need. Again, guys, there are resources all around us. All you have to do is be looking. And guys, this is King. King, say hey. And this is Carter. Carter, say hey.
Hello, I'm the oldest.
Thank you for tuning into my channel. Please make sure you like this video. Please make sure you share this video. Please, anybody that you know, I'm going to leave the hotline number again, like I said at the video. Let's bring awareness to this. This thing is real, okay? Addiction is real. And yes, addiction does happen in pregnancy. Guys, thank you for watching. Please make sure you like, share, and subscribe.